Hey, what's up? This is Kaufman is Alive YouTube channel. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at an old comic book, Spider-Man #1 by Todd McFarlane. This is the adjectiveless Spider-Man. So in post-apocalyptic era, this is going to be all that's left. All the amazing fantasies and amazing Spider-Man #1, they're going to be gone. This is all that's going to be left because they've printed about 1,000,000, 2,000,000 of these. And there's 3 different covers. I got the gold cover here with the black background. This is the most valuable cover that there is. There's also a silver cover with the black background. And then there's a cover that is fully colored in, like this one, except this is an homage Todd did to his own #1 in issue 13, where he drew Spider-Man with the black costume. And he's got all the spiders crawling all over him, except they're colored in red. In this one, they're all black. If you notice, they're all crawling over Spider-Man here. There's little spiders crawling everywhere. Really cool web. Really awesome cover. Right off the bat, you see Todd's influence from Batman, his obsession with Batman, the legend of the Arachnite. So he's already trying to rename Spider-Man the Arachnite instead of the Dark Knight, right? And this is Torment, part 1 of 5. And Todd's writing gets maligned a lot, and we see right here, this first page, not a lot going on. He just kind of establishes that it's New York City, and there's a lot of people. And up above it is Spider-Man. Nice splash page, though. Todd's strong suit is certainly his artwork. Really crazy perspective, though, of Spider-Man swinging above like all these people, just a crowded downtown New York. He's the first one to really draw really detailed webs like this, too. It's kind of funny. It says his name is Spider-Man, his powers extraordinary. His web line, advantageous. Like, what? Just a weird thing to write. So, immediately this looks like a Spawn comic. We're in an alleyway. There's some thug trying to rob this poor woman here. And you see Todd's cartooning at work in these faces. Really cool stuff. Really detailed backgrounds with the brick walls. There's a door here and the shadow on the background. All the rubble. This like log right here just brings your eye right into the conflict between these two. He draws the spiders here to kind of tip you off that Spider-Man's coming. And we get him up here in the shadows looking like Spawn. This came out before Spawn, though. This predates Spawn. I really like this panel of the gun being drawn. You don't see the full gun or even all of the hand. It's just like part of it, but it just shows that it's like a quick motion. You're barely even seeing it. Really cool stuff. Really awesome layout. So then we get our first appearance of the villain of this comic, which is the Lizard. And just some really interesting layout on this page. Both pages, really. We get this doom, doom, doom all throughout this comic. We're not sure what it is right here at first. Turns out just to be some drums, or just like a banging that the Lizard is hearing, a rhythmic noise. It leads him to the surface here. I like the way he draws the letters, though, going in and out of the panels. I mean, you didn't see a lot of stuff drawn like this in the early 90s. I mean, I think you'd see maybe some like George Perez or Jim Starlin might draw some things like this. But I know the editors didn't really appreciate panels like that, pages like that were just kind of wild, their own abstract thing. But it draws your eye. It really tells the story here of the Lizard coming to the surface. All the little detail and all the water coming off his hand there. I always think McFarlane draws some odd faces when people are just sitting around talking. They got really big eyes, but they're very expressive. It's certainly his own style, and you can't knock him for that. He's just really going for it in the drawings, just trying to make it as unique as possible. But Peter's just telling Mary Jane about her day. And he teases her that she's not really listening, and she attacks him. She says, "You've never been attacked by me before," so they're just being flirtatious. McFarlane always draws them being very flirtatious and having that kind of relationship. And I enjoy the way that he writes Peter and MJ. I'd say that's probably one of the strong suits of this series. We get Lizard here making his first full appearance in the comic. We get the drums again. Doom, doom, doom all through this page. Really cool splash page here. He loves drawing the teeth. It's like the Venom teeth with the Venom tongue. Trying to give Lizard the Venom rub here by having McFarlane draw him, I think. Again, really, really cool layout of this page. I love the blood splattering as Lizard's killing this guy. In the blackness, it begins again. So Todd is just drawing and writing this comic super dark, which is out of tone for Spider-Man, for sure. And even when we get back to Peter and MJ, it's kind of bright. You know, they got it's just a white colored page as opposed to black. They're at home drinking coffee, reading the paper. As Lizard is just mauling his victims and there's blood dripping everywhere. Awesome Spider-Man page here. Those legs look so much bigger than the rest of his body, though, but it works. Again, some more Spider-Man, just webs going everywhere. McFarlane was the first one to really utilize the webs like they really should be, with just like all over the place. I really like this panel of the alleyway and the silhouette. Really well done. We get the Lizard attacking some more victims here. And we get our final page, which is a split shot of our hero and our villain. And it kind of ends how it began. He swings above it all, the hero of truth. So, pretty slow moving comic and really dark, and I can see why at the time people didn't really like it that much, other than the artwork kind of was blowing people away. But you don't get a confrontation at all between our hero and villain. It's just all of the setup, and there's really not much setup to it. We just learn that Spider-Man is Spider-Man and Lizard is Lizard, and they're in New York City, and they're going to collide. So, a collector's item, though, for sure, if you're into collecting. If you're into, like, actual substance and reading material, not much to this issue. Good stuff, though. I'd recommend it. Like I said, if you're a collector, there's 3 covers, so you could find some of the other ones a little cheaper than the gold one. But want to thank you for watching the video. If you've made it this far, please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you on the next video.